righty.
For drug addiction is contagious. One addict can make 5. 5 can make 25.
And that's as high as I can count.
Marty's story is like many of the others. It started 2 years ago with marijuana cigarettes.
Come on, it's my turn next. Gee, Duke, where'd you get him?
I know a guy.
Who knows a guy?
3 for $1.
Let me try. Gee, I feel awful funny.
Me too. I feel kind of sick.
It's poison!
Come on, Marty, pass it on.
Marty got kind of sick too, but he wouldn't let on. He was determined to be one of the gang if it killed him.
And then he'd be part of the zombie
And it
gang.
almost did. Several weeks later, after smoking reefers, Marty's befogged brain hit on a clever way to open pop bottles.
Ah, these must be the chocolate sodas the narrator mentioned.
Later, Stan went to the hospital for swallowing broken glass.
An unrelated incident.
Marty badly cut the inside of his mouth, but he didn't even know it at the time.
These chocolate sodas are awesome!
Duke was the one who got Marty on the habit. It was just a business matter to Duke, though Marty didn't find it out till later.
Hey, Marty. Here. Okay, here. What's that?
It's a hand, you dumbass.
H. What's H?
It's a letter. God, you're dumb.
It's heroin. Will it make me sick like the reefers did? Go on and try it. I dare you. How much does it cost? This one ain't gonna cost you nothing. It's free. Go on. I dare you.
I triple dog dare you!
Marty took that dare, little knowing the eventual horror that lay in the deadly white powder. Those first capsules were free.
But the memories,
When Marty
priceless.
started asking for them, the price came high. $1.50 apiece.
That's right, kid. $15. This ought to hold me for a while. I hooked my camera to get this, though.
Where's my cut?
You don't get one. This kid's hooked. Go out and get some new kids if you want to cut.
Oh, he's still snorting it.
So what? Snorting or mainlining, what's the difference? He's hooked.
Hey, look, I gotta have my cut. It's costing me more than ever now that I'm on speedballs. That cocaine comes high.
You'd think this little squabble would set off some red flags, but not for Marty.
You're snorting it, huh? Yeah. Well, don't be a sucker. You're wasting it that way. Use a needle. Is that what you do, Louis? Listen, kid, I ain't on the stuff.
The littlest drug dealer.
I think I am.
Yeah, sure. Like I'm doing it, see? Mainlining it.
Don't it hurt?
Yeah, sure, some. I guess that vein will give out someday.
At least he's honest with
It
himself.
costs too much to waste it.
That's right, kid. You ought to go on the needle. Nah, I don't want to punch myself full of holes like that.
Come on, we got theater practice.
But he did use the needle, despite his fear of it. At first he shot the drug under his skin, then directly into the vein. As his body gradually built up a tolerance, he needed more and more of the drug.
Bet you can't have just one.
There was no pleasure in it for Marty. It was a bodily demand. He was using 4 or 5 caps a day now. They cost him $7.50, $52.50 a week.
And his addiction to
It was
prostitutes
more
wasn't
than
coming
the
cheap
salary
either.
the store could pay for. But he was wrong.
Are you holding out on me, Marty?
Didn't prosecute, but Marty no longer had a job. Drugs were becoming Marty's whole life. He was abnormally sleepy,
Stupid
losing
ball.
weight, cross, irritable, fearful that the puncture marks on his arms would be
I
discovered.
wonder if I could smoke the
His
ball.
former friends now let him strictly alone. But with a false sense of loyalty, they didn't report him to the authorities. They would have done him a favor if they had.
Narcs.
The only associates left for Marty were other drug addicts like Duke.
Whoa.
It didn't matter. Nothing mattered but the ever-present craving for the drugs. He had given up interest in everything else.
Including logical scene
Marty's
transitions.
family saw all of these symptoms, and others too, but didn't understand them. Often in the morning, his pillow would be wet from perspiration.
Right, perspiration.
His mother knew something was wrong. Something.
Marty was in fact 28, and she 65.
Marty, have you seen the pinking shears I bought last week? Can't seem to find them anywhere.
How should I know, Mom?
Marty, you don't seem right, son.
Whoa, she goes from lost
I'm
shears to
worried about
mental
you.
instability in
Oh,
seconds
look, Mom,
flat.
just leave me alone.
There's something wrong. I'm going to take you down to Dr. Bleeker's this afternoon for a checkup.
No. No, I'm all right.
Dr. Bleeker's a quack, Ma.
Don't act like it, son. I don't know what it could be. Ever since you lost that job at Mr. Barston's. I don't know.
I'm all right, Mom. I'll snap out of it.
I hope so. You've lost weight.
Damn it, woman, can't a man drink in peace?
You don't go out with the fellas anymore like you used to.
Your stools are irregular, too.
Wrong. I know there must be. Well, boys go through all kinds of stages. Dr. Bleeker can tell us if there's anything wrong. I hope it isn't anything serious. Marty! Marty!
Marty, wait, I've forgotten how to enunciate properly.
Marty was hooked, physically dependent on heroin. When he was without powders too long, his whole body revolted in dreadful protest. Sweat poured from him. He got the shakes. He had cold chills. His nose ran and his eyes ran.
The after effects of a
He was
KFC
doubled up by
famous bowl.
piercing cramps, plagued by sudden attacks of vomiting and of diarrhea.
Whoa, fourth meal's coming back on me! Ugh.
Nothing could stop these attacks, but more of the white drug in his veins.
All right, kid. Beat it. I don't want you hanging around here.
Mom's gonna be home soon.
Give me a chance. Getting it tough, huh? None of your business. Okay. That's the way you feel about it? I was just trying to help you out, that's all.
You can tell your Uncle Louie anything.
Your mother out of a rat hole. How would you like to make a fast couple of bucks? Doing what?
Hookin'.